Hey there guys, and welcome back to Skyrim. In the last episode we went through Bleak Falls Barrow in order to get the golden claw back for the Riverwood trader. And after we got the golden claw, we proceeded to the end of the Bleak Falls Barrow in order to get the dragon stone, which is what we're going to be needing for another quest shortly down the road. So make sure you grab that. If you have any questions, check back, and I cover Bleak Falls Barrow in detail. Also, there's good tips on how to level up your sneak and archery. And yeah, so we just made it out of Bleak Falls Barrow, and we're high up on a cliff back in Skyrim. If you look to the left, on the side of the cliff, you'll find a blacksmith potion. Go ahead and grab that, because that's really going to be useful later on. Now let's go ahead and fast travel back to Riverwood so we can turn in the golden claw and get our reward before we head off to Whiterun. Alright, once you're back in Riverwood, go ahead and wait till about 12 p.m. noon time. And let's go ahead and head to the back of the windmill. Here you should find Faendal.
Divine smile on you, friend.
Now, if you've been following this guide, you should have helped Faendal out with Camilla instead of helping out Savine with the letter. This will allow you to train archery for free. If you have any questions about how to train archery for free with Faendal or any other archery trainer, check back on the last episode, or I'll quickly show you right now. So since we leveled up, we should be able to train some more. So go ahead and talk to him and tell him to follow you.
Lead the way.
Now note that he will only follow you if you helped him out with Camilla back when we first entered Riverwood. Alright, once he's following you, talk to him and tell him that you see if he'll train you in archery. Now, if you've trained already 5 out of 5 times on the last level, you won't be able to train anymore because you can only train 5 times in one level. So, since we went through Bleak Falls Barrow, we've earned another level up. So let's go ahead and level up our character. Let's go ahead and increase the health. Now again, if you're wondering how I got to level 18, you should check out part 2 of this walkthrough. It shows how to level up your sneak, and it's lengthy, so if you don't want to level up your sneak like I did back on part 2 of the walkthrough, because it takes about 6 or 7 hours to get sneak all the way up to 100, then there'll be plenty other ways to level up your sneak, so don't worry about it. But that's just one way of leveling up your sneak, and you can do it super early in the game, at the very beginning of the game. And having your sneak at a high level early in the game will definitely help you out with a lot of quests and stuff that we're going to be doing later on. So the earlier you can max out sneak, the better. Again, if you don't want to do the long way, there is a faster way, and I'll show you guys whenever we get to that spot in the walkthrough. But for now, go ahead and level up your character so we can train some more with Faendal. And again, I would recommend keeping your health and stamina at the same. Once you get your health and stamina up to about 150 points, you can bring your magicka up to 150 as well. And then you can work on health and stamina to 200, and then bring your magicka up to 200. So pretty much you're going to want your health and stamina to be equal. And then once you get it up 50 points each, you can fill out the magicka. Now, you don't have to do it this way. It's completely up to you. If you're a mage caster, I would highly suggest to get your magicka up first. Because magicka is a key requirement for mages. But if not, it's no big deal. Again, you can develop your characters however you want. The main reason I want stamina to get high is because we're going to be mapping out the map very soon. And that means we're going to have to run around the whole entire map, which is going to take a couple hours. But if you have higher stamina, you'll be able to run longer. And you'll be able to get it done faster. Also, if you're wearing heavy armor, it'll drain your stamina quicker. So you might want to switch to light armor in the beginning of the game. Once you have really high stamina and you can start working on your heavy armor. Alright, so once you level up, go ahead and save the perk. Now we can talk to Faendal and train some more in archery.
I'll show you what I know.
Make sure that he is following you. And then go ahead and train all 5 times. Alright, so we trained at archery 5 times, bringing my archery level up to 29. Also, that caused us to level up again because we were very close to leveling up. So training that 5 times in archery got us another level up. Alright, so here's how you get your money back. Once he's following you and after you've trained, go ahead and choose the option, I need to trade some things with you.
What do you want me to carry?
This will allow you to go inside his inventory and you can take your gil back that you spent on trading, which is 1,550 gold. So bam, take your gold back and it's like boom, you trained for free. As you can see, we have all of our gold back and we leveled up 5 times in archery, which is really handy. That's why I recommended helping out Faendal instead of Savine, because Savine doesn't really offer you any training. He just follows you.
Let's get going then.
Alright, so once you train all 5 times, if you can, level up again. Let's go ahead and use stamina to get our stamina up high, because we're going to be running around the map very soon to map everything out. Alright, so once you level up, go ahead and talk to him again while we're here so we can train a little bit more in archery.
Show you what I know.
Now note, you can only train 5 times per level, so if you've already trained all 5 times, unless you can level up, you won't be able to train anymore until the next level. So let's go ahead and keep training our archery. And there it is. We've got our archery up to 34, which is really high. And again, after you train with Faendal a second time, go ahead and choose I need to trade some things with you. And take your 1,800 gold back. And bang, we just got 10 free levels up of archery. And we got all of our gold back. Alright, now that we've done that, let's head over to the Riverwood Trader and sell all of our stuff and turn in the Golden Claw for some gold.
Nice weapon you have there, but I don't suppose you'd consider putting it away.
Hey, unless
yeah,
you're
I'll
here
put
to
it
sell
away.
that weapon of yours, why don't you put it away?
You better back off before I slaughter you, Faendal.
The sooner you find the claw, the sooner our lives can get back to normal.
Alright, go ahead and speak with Lucian Valerius and turn in the claw.
There it is! Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh? I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
And that completes the Golden Claw side quest. You'll get 600 gold for doing it.
Thank you so much. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Now let's go ahead and sell anything that we picked up along the way. Alright,
We're
so
the
that's
only
all we can sell to this guy. If you have more stuff to sell, but the Riverwood trader doesn't have gold, you can either save your game and then quit the game and head out to the dashboard on the Xbox 360 or to the dashboard on PlayStation 3 and then reload your game, start up the game again and reload it, and the Riverwood trader will have full gold again and you can sell the rest of it. Note that you have to actually quit the game altogether. You can't just reload a previous save if you want him to have his money. So just quit the game completely and then start the game up again and reload after you saved, and the Riverwood trader will have full gold again. If you don't feel like doing all that, you can wait, because when we reach the next town there's going to be more shops where we can sell the rest of our stuff. Now let's head over to Alvor.
Looking for a new blade? Looking
and
to
sell the
protect
rest of our
yourself
armor and
or
stuff
deal
that we
some
picked up.
damage?
If you manage to get a steel armor, you can either sell it or you can equip it. Since it's heavy armor, I would highly recommend to sell it, because I'm not really going to be using heavy armor at this point. But if you do want to wear heavy armor, the steel armor is definitely a good armor choice for now. Alright.
Good day.
Alright, so that takes care of all the stuff. Let's quickly go inside his house real quick. And, see if we can loot anything inside here. If you find any snowberries around, laying around, or in the wilderness, look at Faendal following us around. If you find any snowberries laying around or in the wilderness, go ahead and pick them up, because they're vital for leveling up our alchemy, which we're going to be doing very soon. Any ingredients you find, really, you should pick up. Let's see what's down in the basement real quick before moving on. Oh, there's a couple blacksmith potions we can steal. Again, most stuff that you find in red, you shouldn't really take, because we can't sell it to any of the vendors because it's stolen. But stuff like potions and ingredients and stuff like that, and if you see a weapon that is a lot more powerful than the weapon you have currently equipped, you can go ahead and steal it and equip it. But if you're trying to steal weapons and armor and stuff to sell, you won't be able to sell any of it to a vendor until later on in the game, wherever you find fences that will buy your stolen goods. So for now, it's best to just go ahead and wait. Let's go ahead and tell Faendal to wait here.
Still here. You go on ahead. We heading out?
Or actually, let's tell him it's time for us
I'll
to
head back
part
home
ways.
if you need me.
And we'll come back to do some more training with him next time we level up. Alright, so after we've done everything in Riverwood, it's time to head out to Whiterun. Now you can pull up your map in order to see where Whiterun is. In case you're wondering, it's just to the north of Riverwood, a very short distance. So if you want, you can go ahead and place a destination marker by pressing A or X on the PlayStation. And you can set a custom destination marker if you want. That way you know where you're going and you don't have to pull up the map. Alright, so let's go the same way we went to Bleak Falls Barrow. Follow the trail up the mountain. Uh-oh, we got a troll coming. Watch out for these trolls, man, because they're pretty deadly. Now you probably won't be able to kill this guy right now because we're not strong enough, so let's just go ahead and ignore this guy. Unless you want to wait for your magicka to regenerate and all that stuff. Another frost troll. Let's go ahead and ignore him for now. Instead, let's continue following the trail to Riverwood. Or to Whiterun, I mean. Also, if you run across new destinations that you see on the map, you can go ahead and map them out now to save the trouble for later. But don't go all the way out of your way. Instead, just grab the stuff that's close by. Like this giant camp. I'm going to go ahead and map this out real quick. By the way, if you see mammoth tusks on your map, go ahead and make sure that you discover that location. Because these places are going to be very useful later on. I'll explain more later. But for now, if you come across any of them, make sure to map them out. And shortly up the road, you'll find the stables to Whiterun. So let's go ahead and discover the stables real quick. Alright, after you discover the Whiterun stables, you'll see a couple of things in the distance, like mills and farms. let's go ahead and discover the Pelagia farm.
Well, that's taken care of. No thanks to you. Certainly not. But a true warrior would have relished the opportunity to take on a giant. That's why I'm here with my shield brothers. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Codlac Whitemane up in Gravaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck. Blood on the wind today. Good hunt ahead of us.
Alright, so when you're discovering the farms outside of Whiterun stables, you'll run into Ayla the Huntress. She is one of the companion members. So if you don't know what the companions are, it's one of the 4 major guilds found in Skyrim. So go ahead and talk to her and make sure you choose all the dialogue so that you can start the quest joining the companions, which is what we're going to be doing very soon.
An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. My mother was a companion, and her mother, and all the women in my family back to Harati Blackblade. I stayed with my father in the woods until I was old enough for my trial. We hunted everything there was to hunt. Good training. Ma didn't live long enough to see me join, but I fight to honor her and all my shield sisters through time. Codlac says not to worry about it. I worry that a bunch of snowberries are out there earning glory while we stay out of it. But I will follow the old man's lead, as ever. We don't just take in any milk drinker who stumbles in. Talk to Codlac if you think you have what it takes to be a companion.
Alright, after you talk to her, let's go ahead and grab the next couple of locations in the area. Directly to the east of where you found Ayla, you'll discover the Hunting Brew Meadery. Then turn north, and there's 2 more farms that we need to discover. The first one will be Chill Furrow Farm. And then the one farthest to the north is the Battleborn Farm. Alright, so once you have the farms outside of Whiterun discovered, now let's go ahead and head back to the stables. Now, we're going to be taking a side detour to get a bunch of goodies. And this is pretty much like a secret. I'm not really sure if you're supposed to get access to this chest that we're about to find, but I would highly recommend doing it because it's got lots of good stuff to start the game off with. So you'll have good gear. Alright, so in order to get that chest that I'm talking about, go ahead and head to Whiterun Stables. Here you'll find a courier, a horse with a wagon on the back.
Need a ride?
Go ahead and talk to Bajorlam.
I can take you to any of the hold capitals.
He can take you to any of the hold capitals. Go ahead and choose the option, I'd like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
And now you can travel to all the major cities in order to map out the major cities on the map. So first, let's start off going to Dawnstar.
Time and back, and we'll be off.
Now you're gonna need about 500 or 600 gold in order to get to all the
carriage
places,
is
maybe
the
a little
safest
bit
way to
more.
travel.
So if you don't have enough gold to use this, which you definitely should by now, go ahead and sell some of your equipment in order to get enough gold. Again, you can fast travel back to Riverwood or head into Whiterun. When you're ready, go ahead and choose
Yes?
Dawnstar as the first location, and then climb in the back of the carriage.
Oh, steady.
Alright. So once you get to Dawnstar, there's going to be a really good chest we can loot here. And I'm going to save it for the next episode, so make sure you watch the next episode if you want to find one of the best chests in the game. See you guys next time on the next episode of Skyrim.